Hello friends, welcome back to our Unruly Nest. We are here today to discuss kind of what I do for peace of mind when I am choosing and kind of piecing together curriculum for my two homeschool children. If this is your first time here, most of us it is because I'm a brand new channel, so welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope that you find something helpful. If you do, please do give this video a like and subscribe so maybe we can hang out in another video. So all right, well, we're gonna jump in because my last video was long and I didn't mean for it to be so long. So I did mention at the end of my last video, if you haven't seen it, the curriculum that we're using for my fourth grader next year, that I had found something that I found incredibly valuable that just, it gives me, actually gives my husband and I peace of mind that we're at least getting the essentials in each year. I don't know about you, but that is something that I worry about. I want to make sure, right, that I'm not doing them a disservice by having a secular homeschool. I don't believe that I am, but this is kind of what gives me that peace of mind. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. If you have heard of it, maybe stick around and see if I, can shed some new light on it. And if this resource is new to you, then I hope it is as helpful to you as it has been to me. Okay, I have my notes here. We're just gonna go ahead and hop on in. So, do you worry if your child is learning enough? I get asked that so much by families and especially by moms who are thinking about homeschooling, and they say, "Oh, Amber, I would love to homeschool. I think it's amazing. I don't know if I could ever trust that my child is actually learning what they need to or learning enough." Have you heard it? If you're a veteran homeschooler, you've heard it. If you're new, you will, I promise. So yeah, I really think it's a very valid fear and concern that a lot of us homeschooling families have. The great news is that there are so many resources out there for you, regardless of what type of schooling you want to provide for your child. And this is just one of them. This is just the one that works for me and for my family. Okay, so let me get my notes here. So this book, it is a book, okay? And it is Home Learning Year by Year. Have you guys heard of this? Is anybody rolling their eyes? Don't if you are. It's amazing. Okay, to be clear, I have the newest edition. If you did not know, there is an updated version. It was updated in 2020, I believe. Mine was published in 2020. It was revised. I'm almost positive. Okay, I should have checked that before. We're gonna say 2020 right now because I'm almost positive, but we can certainly confirm that. And if it's different, I can pin a comment below. If you know and you can save me the trouble, because busy mom here trying to wrap up the school year, let me know in the comments below if it is, if it was revised in 2020. I'm almost positive that it was 2020, but leave it in the comment below. Okay, you guys, this book, it's fantastic, and I'll tell you why. Okay, it covers the essentials, okay, in a way that is so easy to follow. It provides so much peace of mind, but it also provides just kind of an outline, a guide, if you will. It's not telling you exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, which if that's what you're looking for, this is not for you. I don't want that. That's why my children are not in public school. So I like this because she's not pushy like that, okay? She's amazing. So let me stay on task here. So, okay, preschool through high school is what this has, all right? You flip through it. First of all, the layout is amazing. Right here, I guess it'd help you could see it, right? The table of contents, you just pick, your preschool. Go straight to the page. It's listed. My daughter, grade 4, right? Flip through, grade 4, da-da-da-da. All the essentials. It's an outline that helps make sure that you are covering kind of the generalizations of what is typically recommended for that grade, kind of as a US standard. But it's not a, you have to school like this, you must do this year, you must do this just like this. That's not what it's like. She makes it so that this resource works for anyone. It doesn't matter how you homeschool. Do you unschool? This will work for you. Are you a secular homeschool? This will work for you. Are you a, rigid, you run your homeschool, with the homeschool room, like a classroom setting, exactly like that? Do you mimic, say, strict private school setting? She's got you covered. This book, I think I paid $14 or $15 for it. You could check it out from the library. The Kindle version is cheaper, but she gives you the peace of mind and the most organized, laid out, simplistic way to follow. Hey, if you haven't thought about these core things, think about this. And if you're looking for some extras, maybe check out this and this. But not only is it how it's laid out, how it's presented, it's done in a way that is meant to empower you and inspire you to realize that you can do this. You can absolutely do this. And this is how you know that you're not shortchanging your child in any way, shape, or form. She then goes on to give recommended, resources if you want them, websites, things like that, that then you can dive further into it when you're putting your curriculum together. Okay, that's what I think is so neat. Now, if you've heard of this book before, but you didn't consider it, some of the things that I heard and that I read, with reviews and stuff was, this book is outdated and the links that are included are broken and this wasn't helpful. It didn't tell me exactly what to do, when to do it. Is that what you're looking for as a homeschool mom? Maybe. Don't get me wrong. There are places out there, right, that you can do that. Basically, public school curriculum online from home. Absolutely. If that's the kind of school that you want, run with it. However, that's not what I'm looking for homeschooling. And to be honest, because, we're all getting to know each other here, we're all becoming friends, that's not what any of my homeschool friends, moms are looking for. That's why we're homeschooling, especially secular homeschooling, right? Otherwise, I would be in a co-op. Nope, not for me. I don't want somebody to come in and say, your child needs to know this, and this at this grade. That's not what I want. I want the freedom to decide. Just, if you guys haven't figured this out yet, I'm a total curriculum nerd. I could talk about curriculum all day long, but at the end of the day, I have that deep-seated, rooted fear that I am somehow shortchanging my children if I miss, a major topic. Oh, well, in third grade, they really should be learning about, language arts and poetry and things that I might not know. I have additional education. I'm not a teacher. Well, I'm a teacher as a mother, but I'm saying I didn't go to school to be a teacher. I don't know these things. So this provides that for me. The other thing that is so incredible about this book is that she shows you and explains to you, from the beginning, what subjects, like generalizations, how what you are teaching, say in preschool, then when you look at the first grade, have you looked at this? Have you considered this? And then she shows you, this is a building upon what you learned this subject or topic in last year. So it empowers you all the way through with the ability to put together a curriculum that works for you, that works for your child, and it gives you the why, if you will, like why you should consider, doing something in this subject, in this area this year. And it's because they did, something like this last year. And so this is now a build upon this. Now, if you follow, say, Time for Learning, you guys have heard me now mention that, you probably don't need something like this. If you are choosing, one company across the board, for example, Abeka, a lot of people do, right? And everything is Abeka. Probably don't need to worry about this. But if you're assembling a curriculum from various resources, like I am, like most secular homeschoolers do, then a resource like this gives you so much peace of mind just to have kind of a point of reference so that you are confident that you're kind of hitting the essentials for your child. What I love is that this is so comprehensive that any type of homeschooler can use it. So I cannot recommend this enough. If you've heard of this before, okay, if you're thinking, Amber, I've heard of this book and people say it's outdated, and there's a revised copy. I'll link it below in the description box. Get the revised version. I have not had that problem. The recommended, should you want to look into this links, they're there. They're not broken. This information is not outdated to me. Granted, I live in a rural area. I hate that word. Does anybody else hate that word? Rural. My husband is a country boy, and so he laughs at me because I'm from a big city and I'm like rural. Does anybody else struggle with that word? Is it just me? Just me? Okay. Anyway, why do I even have some talking points? I totally just missed them. Okay, but the other point that I had, see, this is why I have notes so I don't just ramble. I have heard from more than one newer homeschooling mom that this can be very intimidating and overwhelming when you look at it for the first time. Guys, if it does that to you, then you're looking at this as a, step by step, do this, teach this here. That's not the spirit of what this book is supposed to be. If you want to use it for that, like if that's what you're looking for, this will do it. Absolutely. But don't look at it and feel like, why did Amber recommend this? Oh my goodness, this is so overwhelming. Just take a step back, take a deep breath. It's meant to be hey, you have a fourth grader. I keep saying fourth grader, right? Because she's gonna be in fourth grade, Have you looked at language arts? Have you looked at, a spelling, grammar? Have you looked at math? It's just meant to give you ideas to help assist an outline, if you will, on how to put together a comprehensive curriculum for how you are going to homeschool, secular here, and to meet whatever need base that you want. I know multiple families that consider themselves unschoolers, and they love this resource for that very reason. They want to make sure that their child is still getting the, bare basics of an academic style education, but how they go about it is completely their own. And she is supportive of that. She helps guide that. That was probably really loud with my mic. I've got to get used to this whole microphone thing. But I just want to make sure that whatever you've heard about it in the past, check out the revised copy. I don't find that. I don't find it to be overwhelming, but I'm also not looking at it as a do this, exactly this. And I also don't find it to be outdated in any way because I have the newer copy. So if you have an older copy, maybe, check out the newer copy from your library. But okay, I think I've got everything that I wanted to get this down, but I guess I just could not believe how much this book helped me. I'd never heard of it. It was actually a veteran homeschool mom that I met here in my local community. It's a small town, but she was like, this is my ride or die, Amber. This was probably 2 years ago. I picked it up. I have not looked back. I don't know that I would ever use any other resource. I mean, music, earth science, everything from, it's just, you guys, I think we're good. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. Sorry for the going off script. It's the end of the day here. It's 100 degrees. It's been a day, but that's okay because I'm here with my friends and I'm super excited to tell you, if you're struggling, check it out. This is my secret to a peace of mind, that I'm at least providing for my children the basics of an education they would get in a brick and mortar setting, which for myself and even my husband, that was important. We kind of take homeschooling year by year. Maybe one or both of my children may end up in a, regular school setting. I mean, I don't think so. I hope not, but could it happen? I don't know. And if so, I want to make sure that they're not completely lost for their grade with kind of those core educational pieces. And so I didn't know how to find that. My state doesn't provide any of that. My state actively works against you trying to homeschool because they're losing the money for the head count in the public school system. Sorry, not sorry. So I had no other way to find something like this. I was desperate and scouring. And if that is you, if that is why you're here, you're like, Amber, tell me all the things. Leave me a comment. I can leave a more, descriptive, detailed video. I just figured that most of you might already know what this is, and I just wanted to make sure that you knew to give it another chance, that it's been revised in case, maybe you had looked at it in the past and you thought that was outdated. It's not now. So I will link it below. You guys, I hope this video finds you happy and healthy and having a wonderful May. I hope you make good choices. Have a great rest of the week, and I will be back again soon with a new video. Bye.